Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet. Yes, these are the Kingstonian Diaries. It's a diffuse challenge, and more on this challenge. You can go to the SI forums. Essentially, you holiday mode at Van Rama National South or North for one season. Then you pick a club that's newly promoted into one of those two leagues, and then you try and get yourself. You do a challenge with this club and see how far you can go. And you have no licenses. That's really important, right? Yes. And I took Kingstonian because they've got one of the lower reps among some of these clubs that get promoted. And I actually had to replay the save a couple of times to get Kingstonian because I've done a Kingstonian save before. And I don't know. I just something about the case, right? I've got a soft spot for the case. And well, we've had a crazy season. The start of the season. So I'll start off like it's going to be a recap of how I started the season. When I first started the season, I was still struggling with how I would approach the game. So we played systems based on the players that I had. We started with a 4-3-3 wide in this system where I played these guys in these positions, and then ended up with a 4-5-1 because I was getting mauled. Yes, we were getting hammered. In the Carabao Cup, we got demolished by Northampton. Again, I tried this, still trying to find a way to play. I was still sticking to my 4-3-3 wide systems, which is basically three midfielders in the center of the park. This is my four. Well, we got mauled again by Northampton. Back then, we had players like Constantino starting Goldberg, Penfold, Emson now never plays. Bayliss hardly plays. Dix is out of the club. Garnett is still in the club. Perry now doesn't play. Purdy doesn't play. So you can, I mean, literally my entire 11 is basically a new team. And then we were struggling for a long time as I tried to look out for a formula. And against Notts County, here too, another game that we struggled. I decided to go back to roots. We needed some stability. Usually, once I find myself in trouble, I will return to a 4-1-3-2, especially in lower league football, because it's hard to break down a 4-1-3-2. However, most of these teams didn't seem to have a problem scoring goals against me, and we continued to struggle. And eventually, I tried different things. Here, I tried a 5-2-1-2, thinking maybe we can do something. Here too, this didn't work. We scored a few goals. We managed to hold them off. So the first couple of weeks, I was trying to make the best with the players that I had. It took me quite a while, but then we started getting players into the club, and a system started to come together. I wanted to stick to my 4-1-3-2, and we did. By now, with the right players in the 4-1-3-2, we were able to exert pressure on clubs. But here, the 4-1-3-2 became a case of, all right, now which part of the pitch do I want to control? But still, we were struggling, Then I went through a period of time where, we couldn't win a match in 7. And that's when I started, okay, fine, guys, let's do the low block. All right, let's forget about sitting high in the opposition. Now, because from the start of the season, I couldn't get consistency, and you really need consistency. And I measure consistency by clean sheets. And we started doing a lot better. The key here was to understand what our team looked like in its defensive and attacking phases. So against Notts County, this is the first real game that I started playing the low block in. And we were lucky. Notts County had a player sent off. But by now, I was playing a low block, and teams that were playing narrow against me, they fell to the low block. And if I found a team playing a narrow system, I'll just unleash my fullbacks. And against Swindon Town, low block again. But this time, I was thinking about how my players would fit into a different system. And I wanted to play systems that allowed me some flank control. So we went with a gamble. I call this a Queen's Gamble. It's a really aggressive system. But we were lucky. I would say this is a very lucky match. They played right into our hands they played right through the middle. We managed to secure a win over Swindon Town. And then, unfortunately for us, Newport County started to show me that my 4-4-2 is going to struggle against a 5-man system. So we lost to Newport County, but then bounced back with a massive win over Coventry. This was a one-sided affair from the beginning of the match to the end. We totally dominated the shots against the 5-3-2 of Coventry City, walking away with a massive 5-2 win. And then we started to, Wickham, we beat them 1-0. And Barnet, we narrowly beat them. I mean, some of these matches, if you look at this, penalty 9th minute against Barnet. Sometimes away from home, I have a different plan, right? Away from home, I go, okay, let's go back to our 4-1-3-2 and try and lock down one side of the flank, park something in the middle. But a lot of research, I do a lot of research on teams and find out exactly where their strengths are. So if I don't see a flank attack, then this is what I do. So if I find that teams have some vulnerabilities in the middle of the pitch, I'll go with my 4-1-3-2. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't always work. We lost to Cambridge 2-1. This was a match that I never came out. I never smelt this match. Cambridge was just all over me. And we lost this game. It was a stark reminder that we have players that are not the best in the land, so I have to accept things. This became one of our best games so far this season. Against Crewe, we still stuck with our guns, away from home. I'm probably going to have a 4-1-3-2, but this was a different kind of a match. Crewe came in with a 4-4-2. We started with a 4-1-3-2, and it was a game that I got a rude awakening, because Crewe scored 2 quick goals in the first half. We couldn't defend. Rossler played the ball to Sonko. We were tight at the back, but I mean, the thing about low block, giving your flanks away, these guys are just going to come at you, and they came at us. This was the formation they ended up with, right? Immediately after this, we switched. I switched out of a 4-1-3-2, and you can see from this screenshot, or rather pause on the screen, we're not playing a 4-1-3-2 anymore. We switch over to the gamble, my Queen's Gamble, which is actually a pretty aggressive system. I've got a Mazzala on attack in the middle, and I've got a DLP on defense. Now, there's probably people are going to go, that's crazy, why would you put a Mazzala here? And I explained that in the book that I call it FM Tactics Handbook, which is basically, it's a gamble, right? I want to create a chance for me to come back in the game. And with this, the Queen's Gamble, the Mazzala played a brilliant ball out to Derry. Derry gets back into the box and scores the first of 3 goals for the team. And then after that, we clear the ball from the back again. Goldberg over the top. Derry again breaks away, scores our second goal. We're score now 2-2. And I'm like, we've come back. This is just the first half, right? So we're 2 goals down the first half. We swap over to a 4-4-2. At this point in time, they switched to their 4-3-3. And our 4-4-2 was going up against the 4-3-3. I made one more tweak to my 4-4-2, essentially turning that one of my fullbacks into a support duty. And Davis smashes one from outside the box. We walk away, and then we had to defend for the better part of the second half. At the end of the day, the boys did pretty well. Match stats will show that Crewe had like 50% possession against our 50% possession. We had quite a number of long shots, 5. I don't like to have too many long shots. It just, with a low block, I guess you will produce a lot of long shots unless you're the kind of team that can keep hold of the ball and work it through the lines. Then you might see less. But we managed to keep them away. I mean, they had long shots too, so I wasn't too bothered with it. At the end of the day, you can see the amount of possession. The midfield possession is where I was going to try and win the ball. The key here was recognizing that they were playing with a 4-4-2, because they didn't play a 4-3-3 at the start. They played the 4-2-2-2 DM. As you can see, this is the system, but the damn thing will show you the end formation, but you can see what the starting formation is on top. It's 4-2-2-2 DM. So because they have 2 DMs get back, and I can guarantee you the AI does not use DM support with get further forward, right? So I guess that was the time when I took the chance. I said, okay, fine, if they're going to sit back, then we might as well bring the game to them. And we took a chance and we came back. So far, we've been lucky. So now we've got this game against Mansfield. We don't have many more matches left. We've done okay, I guess. I mean, in the league, I think we've done brilliantly in the league. So we were ding-donging, and then this low block strategy of us helped us. However, I still have to treat every game like a chess game. I have to do my research for teams. This is our 4-4-2. I call this the Queen's Gamble. Now it's a really aggressive tactic, and I yeah, sometimes I change this guy into a support duty because this combination is just crazy. Okay, it's the DLP on defense with the Mazzala on support, which is one of the reasons why I play an inverted wingback. So the inverted wingback sits here and gives some security. Up top is a DLF Trequartista combination, which is even more retarded. Okay, I mean, the reason why I use a DLF and Trequartista is really simple, because the Trequartista drops deep and gets forward. DLF drops deep and gets forward. This guy, and so far, Derry has been playing well as a Trequartista, so why would I want to change things? Wing on support, fullback on attack. Sometimes this guy becomes... I rarely ever use wingback on attack with this system, but I have on some occasions, depending on whether they're playing a narrow or a wide system. Still though, it's a system that I need to work on, because I think the tactic that I uploaded doesn't have tackle harder in the low block. You should add this to the system. So now, for our next match, we play against Mansfield. Will I be using the 4-1-3-2? I've got a low block version. I got 4-1-3-2, the white one, and I've got the Queen's Gamble. So we've settled on something, and it took us the better part of half a season to discover. Now, so before any game, I will do this. I will go scouting. Here we go, Mansfield counter, highly structured. The moment I see this, I go like, okay. Highly structured, literally, you're going to have a lot of... There are going to be gaps. Firstly. Secondly, they got a poacher who's going to be on his own. He's going to be isolated. If I play the low block, he's going to have fun, because he's going to be on his own, but the rest of his team are going to take some time to get to him. So they got wingers, advanced playmakers. So I would be very careful with this, because this could be an attack duty, this could be an attack duty, and so could this. So we could have 3 attack duties, and this with the wingback bombing up here. This could be a wingback. This most likely is a winger on support. This looks like a winger on attack. Wingback on support overlapping. So they're gonna try and get as many players in. The poacher has to do incredibly well to hold up the ball. It's 12 to 18. We haven't really scouted a lot of these players up, but we gotta be very. This is gonna be one of those. What the hell do I do? So it's me out again. I might start with a 4-1-3-2, or I might even go to a 4-4-2, because a 4-4-2 here might not be a bad option for us to start with, because they got a poacher. He's gonna need support. So if my boys can do enough, we probably won't play with a super low block this time. We'll probably have a normal defensive line and see how that goes. But the next part is actually a bit more complicated, because I actually go into their games to see how they play. Like against Notts County, they won a game. How did they win this game? So it's all about watching their games and figuring things out, and it's things that I do in a game. And some people might go, okay, this is a bit much, I just want to play the game. But then people ask me, how do you win so many games? And I go like, this is what I do every game. I actually watch what they do. So here we go, Mansfield. Set piece outside the box. Got to be careful with set pieces. The first rule of thumb, they score. Okay, this is what I see, right? So I low block, giving them set pieces. We work on them quite well, and there we go. Counter structure. This guy bombs off. They got Lloyd here playing as a defensive centre back. Got to be very careful with that as well. So then they work the ball out quickly. Mampala, he's playing as a poacher, does pretty well. They come in support. 3 inside the box attacking. So I am not going to be playing, so I have to be very concerned with how they play the game. So we are going to go into this game, and we're going to have to be very careful with how they use their defensive centre-back combination with their poacher, which looks, I mean, the scouting report says here they got a defensive centre-back. See, I forgot, I didn't really check this, but when you see a ball being popped from the back like this, it's a defensive centre-back. I've actually started using Addison Garnett quite a fair bit in a lot of my games, instead of Joe Coffney, because Joe Coffney is, for some strange bizarre reason, is starting to get low ratings for no rhyme or reason. I can't tell why he gets these low ratings, but he's been getting these low ratings quite regularly, and it's really annoying, because he's an important player in our system. So I've got Gogonas, Davis, Hanks. Musendo will come here. So Musendo will play on as the white playmaker. Hanks can play here. According to my ass man, he thinks Hanks should be playing here, I guess. But no, we'll play Davis here, Musendo on the left line. We got Goldberg and Terry, and then I got Muleba at the back. And that's how we'll start this team up. And this time around, we're not going to play with a super low D line. I'm going to play with a normal defensive line. But we're still going to have the block set up. But here now, we're going to turn him into a Mazzala on support. And here with this guy, is going to be fewer risky passes, shorter passing. I'm going to try and keep hold of the ball a bit more effectively. All right, here we go. Part of me wants to turn him into a white midfielder right now to keep hold of the ball. All right, so I'm just tweaking my own tactic slightly because I don't want them to give the ball up easily. So I'm looking for roles that help with that regard. All right, so we're gonna have him playing as a white midfielder on support. This should be fine. Okay. All right. We're all set now. And we'll begin the match. Rather conservative setup for my 4-4-2 versus this. Back to the team talk because I obviously don't know what I'm pressing at the moment because I'm nervous about this game. All right. We'll start. In my personal games, I tend to watch it on comprehensive and change my highlights accordingly, but here I have to be very careful. So, YouTube, I can't play it on comprehensive. If I do, the shows become damn long. Okay, so yeah, 2 minutes in. So far, Mansfield doing quite well with possession. We haven't done very much, and immediately I go to comprehensive. So sorry, YouTube, but guys, I need to find out what's going on. Okay, Lee with the ball, plays it to Durnley. The boys read it well. Durnley again. Muleba, they're tracking back. Plays it out wide to Anderson. He's not getting support. The fullback has come in. Musendo with the ball to Derry. Derry holds it up for Gogonas. Gogonas beats one player. That's him. Crossing it in. Fred. Oh, Hanks. He's in the box. Oh, Hanks. He couldn't do much with that ball, but that was close. Hanks now with the free kick. It's a dangerous position. It's a penalty. Yes, boys. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Playing a 4-4-2 because I don't want to play a 4-1-3-2. I saw the highlights of your team and I see how your wingers attack. So we're going to go with a 4-4-2. Already from the first highlight that we saw their wingers quite high up the pitch. Hey, watch this. That's where the winger is going. See this? This is where the other winger is going. See this? This is where another duty is going to start punching in. So there's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to be very careful because I want to keep the right shape during the defensive phase. Durnley with the ball, as you can see. Now this is their wing back on support. He's gone to overlap. Goes down. He's going to get a chance to cross. The boys are staying tight. Odofin, yes. Keep this tight shape going. Impala, yeah, the poacher is on his own. That's good. Block. And Gogona gets away with the ball. All right, working so far. Anderson, now they come down this flank. Good block. King shoots from range. Okay, this is working very well. I can see Muleba tracking their winger on one flank, so this is still working. Muleba does brilliantly. The boys' defending is excellent. Over the top, yes, this is what my defensive centre backs do. But come on, Goldberg! Yeah, he was under pressure. That was not an easy chance because he had a player on his ass. So he doesn't have the first touch skill to get away from him. But it's amazing how many penalties you've scored this season. Goldberg's may have got 9. He has got like something like 19 goals. I think 10 of them come from penalties. They're only inside the box, and I was just talking about penalties, and this got me a bit worried. All right, we got a corner to defend. Anderson with the corner. Yes, I like to play my own games on comprehensive sometimes when everything looks nice and dandy. I go to key highlights and I play at 100% speed. But with Kingstonian, it's very often the case with Ajax. But with Kingstonian, it's a work of love. Well, not that I don't love my Ajax side, but Kingstonian is love. I mean, I started a story of weed, drugs with Kingstonian. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, that was the first time I met Kingstonian, right? So I had this whole storyline about how we were, there were drug dealers as well. So it was crazy, stupid whole story came up with, and then gangs as well, and how the boys ran away from the gangs and how they joined the Kingstonian Football Club. Yeah, in their efforts to avoid the drug problems. Yeah, yeah, stupid story. Okay, here we go. Mellis to Durnley. Oh, your beautiful thing here. The block works. Okay, the reason why he is gone here is because there's nobody else there to help him out. So we've got the other wing back. I think it's this guy. I can't remember who it is. Who is this guy supposed to? Hanks is here. Sorry, Hanks, you're supposed to be here. Dear Lord, my players are all over the place. I made the wrong decision. Hanks should have been there, but yeah. Davis is on the right side of the pitch now. Small mistake. That's a good thing about playing with three central midfielders as your midfield. Kingstonian in the corner, and yeah, I mean, people might think you're playing as a winger, but then again, that's like subjective, isn't it? I mean, like, you think about the tactic itself. Like, I got white midfielder. Does it have to be a winger? He will play to his attributes and his player traits, and I just want him to help with ball retention. Because I only have really one real winger in my team, and that's on the right flank, Gogonas. And even then, he's a fullback. So far, Kingstonian holding on. Anderson Goldberg does brilliantly, holds the ball up and clears the ball, but he gives it away to Lee. And Muleba, good defending. At least Durnley comes into the box. Another block from the defense. Coveney, I think giving Coveney a few days. Derry, his first touch. Musendo, no? Yes. White midfielder on support, plays it to Davis. Davis out, he goes to Muleba. Muleba back to Coveney. Again, over the top. And Derry's onside. Crossing it in. Ooh, he's offside. He was offside. It was just marginally offside, ref. Come on. You got to give a chance to the attacking side once in a while. King with the ball. Out to Mellis. No malice intended with that pass. Okay, Digby to Davis to King to Durnley. Again, look at this. Okay, this is what I look for with the block, right? So during the defensive phase, I am spending a lot of attention looking at these two, my central midfielders. Essentially, I'm trying to see box form, right? So, players are being blocked. So here we go. My box is here. I see my box shift. Okay, I got King away. King, that's a hard chance. So I don't mind if that happens, because those kind of chances are harder. I rather them have very difficult chances in front of this area here. This is the area I'm defending. So I'm looking for during the defensive shape. Can you see my box? Yes. Okay, now we have the ball. There's possession. So we keep the ball effectively. Then after that, when I lose the ball, I'm looking at this area again. Goldberg with the ball. And he's just looking for a chance, man. Come on, boys. We have got a 1-0 lead. But again, Muleba, the low block still working. But notice that we're not, I keep saying low block. We're playing on a normal defensive line. Be more disciplined, stick to position. Now, why are some of these players doing what I'm asking them to do? Okay, he's tackling harder, closing down narrow. This guy is actually sitting narrower, so it works. I can actually change this to a different role if I want him to help the central defenders out. So right now, he's not helping the central defenders out because I got an inverted wing back sitting there as well during possession of the ball. But when we lose the ball, he'll drop into like the fullback position. There he makes it 2! Okay, Ford with the ball. Davis again to Odofin, to Hanks, now to Coveney. This is good because it's a simple act of just clearing the ball. Now we're in trouble. Okay, at this point I'm looking at the defense and support duties coming back. The support duties are the ones I spot. So in my tactic, I have a support duty here, 1, 2, support duties 3. So I'm going to be looking at these 3 guys to come back. This guy should be the first, this guy should be the second, this guy should be the third. So Musendo comes back. There we go, Gogonas. And then he's the second guy. Davis is back, and he's not back yet. All right, now they get into position, and there we go. We got my box again to defend. So it's going to make it very hard for them to find their passing out. Because I'm trying to make sure that this poacher is always surrounded by players. Look at this. Now they have to go wide. The poacher doesn't become... Oh, no. Dundee. Oh, my goodness. Man, sometimes you can't really... this is why we have jumping reach and heading. Because you're going to have all this happening. Oh, this is something they're strong at, but we're managing to hold on to the lead. All right, they've done well in the first half. We won't say anything. No, we won't say anything. We'll start the second half. Okay, Mampala now. In fact, I'll just tell my team to concentrate. Davis to Ford. I'm just using this touchline shots because I think they do something. Okay. Oh, that fullback on attack. No. We're gonna have to make a change. Fullback on support. That I have to change that role because he was so high up earlier, Muleba. And he's gone. Now we change his role. Alright, so basically when I do comprehensive highlights, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for those kind of things to give me a clue as to what I should be doing. Because right now I've got the key highlights. And if this is my personal game, I'll max out the speed. Anderson. And they score from a free kick. Ooh, I can't do anything about that. That's a set piece. Now I expect them to be hitting me over the top. So now I expect them to come at me a lot more. So we'll start passing into space. They're going to leave spaces behind as they attack me. So I'm hoping to take advantage of that for any quick counters that we possibly can come up. Davis with the free kick into the box. Or Dauphin. Coveney shoots. There's still 10 minutes to go. And Hanks to Gogonas. Gogonas into... Yes, Derry's onside. Come on. And yes! Give us the space and we will hit you on the break. Thank you very much. Righty. That worked. Now, take off. Pass into space. Let's go back to all this. Let's take it easy, boys. Take it easy. This is how we've been playing so far this season. So, in the FM tactic handbook, I have the Mazzala as a Mazzala on attack. This is how I play certain games to control it a bit more effectively. I changed my white playmaker to a white midfielder, and this is for a match where I think that we're probably going to be tested a lot of times, and they've got a very strong flank attack because this team can attack down the flanks quite strongly as well. So Digby hangs back. Gogonas over the top. Goldberg is away. He plays a pass to Derry. And it's a fourth counter. You beauties. Kingstonian 4, Mansfield 1. Oh, these guys are playing so well now. Gogonas to Goldberg. Goldberg takes it down. Plays it to Derry. And then Derry takes a shot. Goldberg just finishing it off. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had something like this on YouTube because most of my shows are either draws or 1-0 wins. But very little tactical tweaking. I think this is the first time I've seen you've been in a match that I've tactically tweaked from head to toe, and I've shown you how I approach the game. So that's basically what I do. So we knew that the Mansfield had winger attacks, right? They're gonna bomb down the flank. So we changed our role slightly. To contain that. So we went like this, and then during the course of the match, we noticed Muleba was moving. He was a bit further ahead, but I wanted him to, during the defensive phase, I wanted him to be closer to our defensive line. So we changed him from a fullback on attack and made him a fullback on support. Because look, he's an attack duty. So if you want him to help out in defense a bit more, then get him to be a fullback on support. So that helped out a bit more. We changed the Mazzala from an attack duty to a support duty because we knew that they're playing with a 4-1-4-1. They're going to have more players during the transition points. So we wanted to make sure that we can hold on to the ball and work our ball through the transitions. And that worked. The twin attacking force of Goldberg and Derry did pretty well today. Trecotista and a DLF on support. Well, the Tracotista has now scored 15 goals for us this season. Of course, he's not been playing a Tracotista for 15, for the whole season. He's only been playing as Tracotista for the last 10 games. But so far, the boys have done okay. And this win over Mansfield gives us a very, very... puts us in a strong position right now. Kingstonian 69 points. Massive win. I love this. Takes the spoils in a ding-dong battle. Okay. Yes. It was ding-dong like that. They attack us and we hit them on the counter. Okay. So, if you have any questions for me, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. If you found this show useful and you liked it, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank all my patrons for the continued support of this channel. I hope this has been helpful to all those people who've been asking me, how do you prepare for a match? And what do you do? And how do you make those changes during the course of the game? What do you see? I hope that there was enough in this show to give you a clue. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.